Our next speaker, I'm very honored to introduce, is a junior at UW, Fiona Cahill. She is an activist. She is very, very outspoken. She's a true leader, and I know we're going to see great things, continue to see great things from Fiona throughout her career. Come on up, Fiona. Thank you.
As a junior at a Big Ten university, I spend a significant portion of my time worrying about grades. I'm a pretty good student, not perfect, but the first time I got anything less than an A in a class, I stood in the hallway of the building with my final paper in hand and I cried. When I earn a C, I get pretty concerned. A C, by the way, is the grade Wisconsin currently earns with regard to equal pay for men and women. On average, women earn 78 cents on the dollar. So with the passage of Act 20 and the repealing of the Equal Pay Enforcement Act of 2009, I'm left only with questions. Why is a C good enough for Wisconsin's women when it isn't at the university down the street? Is this really what we want to teach the next generation of girls who will be graduating in a few short weeks? Work hard, but not as hard as your male classmates, because your work is only worth 78% of theirs. So get C's, it's fine. If I brought home a C, I think my mother would ask me, and rightly, if I should maybe have studied a little harder. So is a 78% really the best we can do? Can we do any better? If you ask Senator Grothman, I'm sure he would have some absurd answer. His explanation of why we don't need the Equal Pay Enforcement Act made me laugh a little. According to Senator Grothman, earning money is more important to men than it is to women. That's interesting. I pay the same rent as the boys down the hall in my building. I don't get a 22% discount on my tuition bills, and my textbooks cost exactly the same as those of the boy in the desk next to me. I eat as much as any boy. I work just as hard as the guys in my class, and I should. I don't have to worry that my professors are deflating my grades because I'm a woman. Attending UW-Madison has taught me in every way that I'm equal to a man of my education, my age, and my experience. So the message I'm hearing is that I'm worth the same as any boy, right up until the point I graduate. But after that, money doesn't matter to me as much? I don't get it. Wisconsin families of all types are now facing the same barriers. Rising education costs, health care costs, housing, household expenses. A woman raising 2 children by herself has more costs than any single worker, male or female. I'm standing here today with amazing role models, women who have fought really hard for my right to earn pay on par with men who do the same work. The Equal Pay Enforcement Act was the product of years upon years of work from individual legislatures and groups like the AFL-CIO, Planned Parenthood, WEAC, AFSCME International, and AFT Wisconsin. It was the product of years of pay discrimination, of the struggles of women like Lily Ledbetter to have their cases heard in court. Long before I was born, women were fighting for my rights. As much as I wish it weren't necessary, I'm proud to be standing here today with such amazing women. I'm going to be graduating in the next year with thousands of my male and female classmates. I'd like to enter a workforce that values the work I've put into my college education and the work I'll put into my career. But the work done by so many to ensure my right to equal pay was undone just a few short weeks ago with the passage and signing of Act 20. This represents a major step backward for Wisconsin. Rather than continuing our progress towards closing the wage gap, we're rapidly heading in the opposite direction. I'd just like to say this. My voice is not worth 78% of that of my male classmates. My vote counts just as much at the ballot box. I'd like to have a governor who agrees. I'm very much looking forward to the day when a strong woman, Kathleen Falk, is sitting in the governor's seat, and I can enter the workforce feeling like my work is valued as that of an individual. Wisconsin's governor should be standing with me and with the many who have struggled over the years so that I wouldn't have to. Thank you.